Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense will get first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Rides to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Texas Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Chase. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing outside of just being a talented football team.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Bears will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will open from the 15. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Chase. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the...
Turning it on! Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the call.
And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, the run looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Give to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raider. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And
he's got some space. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Powers through. Touchdown, Red Raider! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense and the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down, still moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw, it's Chase. Caught. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's King. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grab near the marker is Hurtado. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got his man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking deep down the right side. Caught at the 25. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Looking for the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And after that completion at this juncture of the game, if I'm the quarterback, where is my best one-on-one matchup? I'm throwing this in the end zone on fourth down to win the game. Where do I have a size advantage? Who can win for me one-on-one?
He's going for the goal line. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. The Red Raiders buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start.
There he goes. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Grab near the sticks. It's King. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To throw, it's Chase. He lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll go with a direct snap. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They'll move the wide receiver. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Chase. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After not